To check in on the latest buzz in the entertainment world.
Liz and Mike from 105.1 The Buzz joining us live right now. Good morning.
Morning.
Morning, guys.
Morning.
We're gonna get to some talk about Super Mario Bros. In a minute. I just want everyone to know that we were watching some of the trailer in the break, and Travis just threw his phone across the room. So there's your teaser. He has some thoughts. But first, we're gonna talk about Kim Kardashian. She will now be getting $200K a month in child support from her ex-husband, Kanye West.
Yeah, they reached a settlement in their divorce and then their parenting plan. And so basically, Kim is going to get $200,000 a month in child support. Kim will have the kids majority of the time, but they're going to share custody with equal access to all 4 children. Kanye is still going to be responsible for 50% of education and security expenses. Any dispute will immediately go into mediation. And Kim and Kanye both decided to waive spousal support. And maybe it's because I'm just not filthy rich. I'm not in any way hating on the idea of child support, but $200,000? That's so much money.
Right.
I can't even imagine that.
I'm not a parent, but I don't know what $200,000 a month is. What is that going to?
Well, I know sometimes when you have these like high profile famous couple divorces, they want to make sure that the kids have equal at both houses. So it's not like I want to go to mom's because she's got more money. But in this case, they're both filthy rich. Right. So I don't think it really necessarily matters or changes, but I don't know, the cost of butter's gone up, inflation of groceries, sneakers can be expensive. And for 4 kids, I mean, that's still not that much. I don't know. $200,000.
Yeah, I'm trying to do the math in my head here. I'm like 4 kids, $200K a month. It's in California.
$2.4 million a year.
If they are sharing costs of like education and security, and I'm sure they have multiple nannies and caregivers and things like that, I could see how that would add up. $200K is still a lot, though.
Yeah. Well, he's responsible for 50% of security and education on top of this.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So each kid is worth, I don't want to say worth because that sounds really bad, but that's basically essentially $50,000 per kid per month. Like, I can't even imagine living that dream. I don't even have $500 extra in the budget for myself a month, let alone $50,000 to make sure that shoes, clothes, pants, like that, all of that's taken care of.
Right.
They have to be that designer brand, apparently.
I don't know how all that works, but I hope that everyone feels good about it, and that if there are any stress or arguments, it's not being passed on to the kids, with all of this.
I mean, we wish the best for them, and I'm sure they can get some discounted Yeezys now that the line's been discontinued, so that should also save on cows.
It's the other thing here is Kanye's losing all this money left and right. He came off the billionaires list. How is he going to be able to afford $2.4 million a year in child support?
The tables of child support might tip here for this couple. I don't know.
Well, time will tell. That's where I'll leave that.
We'll see. We shall see. Well,
all right. Well, the Hollywood screwed up Super Mario.
we have a clip so you can see why Travis is so upset. Yeah, let's roll it.
Let's listen.
Bowser is coming. Together, we are going to stop that monster.
How? Look at us. We're adorable.
Oh, I got this. No problem.
Come on, Mario. Our big adventure begins now.
Get it out, get it out, get it out.
Oh boy.
Oh boy is right. Honestly, I'm only upset with one thing. And that is the fact that Mario's voice is very clearly Chris Pratt's, and Chris Pratt is just sounding just like Chris Pratt. And in the whole trailer, this is what Emily made me listen to in the break right before it. Like, you have "It's a me, Mario." It's like it's not that. Look, I'm not a pro and I can do it. And there's one line where he goes, "Let's go," and it's like wait.
He's like about to get into a battle.
Let's go. Oh,
what?
Good job. Way to really capture Mario, one of the most iconic voices out there.
It's just
I mean, at least he's not faking the accent, though. He might get a little bit more in trouble for that.
Why?
The other way.
Well, because it's that kind of thing now where it's like, okay, we're not going to be like disparaging and like do this like cheesy Italian accent. Let's just hire an Italian-American actor to do the voice of Mario. Why did Chris Pratt need to be the voice?
What's up, Mike?
I said I would gladly take that role. And as the resident Italian here on the panel, I just want to say I am slightly offended because we don't put A's after every single apostrophe S. To me, always lets it go. But, you know, like you said, Travis, his voice is terrible. And it's so bad that I think they know this going into the movie, that they only had him say like 2 or 3 lines and then scream a bunch in the whole trailer.
It's a good point. It's a good point. They don't really highlight his voice in it. I don't know. I don't get it. I feel like if you're going to commit to it, that's Mario's voice. That's been his voice in every video game since the 80s. It's still his voice in video games. So if we're worried about the casting of it, why would it not be changing in video games? I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. Just why are we changing his voice now? And we're not even, it's not even creative. It's just him talking. I could do that. I could literally be the voice of Mario right now.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Next time, throw your hat in the ring. My favorite part, though, is they released a plot synopsis. Are you ready for this?
Okay.
A plumber named Mario travels through an underground labyrinth with his brother Luigi trying to capture and rescue a princess.
That's the whole.
It's the description of every video game that ever had Mario. That's the whole thing. That's the whole plot synopsis they released.
Well,
there's no side quests, nothing.
No spoilers there.
Yeah, I guess we'll know how to. Here, you know what's the most sickening part out of all of this is I'm still gonna watch it. I'm still gonna watch it. Oh yeah. I'm not gonna like. What if it comes in? Is it in theaters or is it streaming?
I think it's gonna be.
It'll come to theaters.
I'm not gonna take the time to go see it in theaters, but at one point I will go see it, and I'm going to
the
just.
The clips we play on the show are the only clips I'm gonna see of this movie. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna be disgusted with myself. The fact that when I'm watching it.
I do think the little mushrooms are cute though.
Yeah,
they're adorable.
Mushroom Kingdom, the toads.
It looks like Toadstool was
Jack
very
Black
busy.
as Bowser.
Yeah,
so that's good.
I think they made some great other casting choices.
Totally.
But
Seth Rogen is Donkey Kong. We could get down with that.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to knock Chris Pratt for being Chris Pratt. Like if Chris Pratt was just actually Mario, then that's great. But he's just being Chris Pratt. That's my.
It's a no from me.
It's a no. It's a extra.
All right, thanks guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, friends.
Don't forget you can listen to Liz and Mike every weekday morning on 105.1 The Buzz. It's